Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal, helps support the show. As does going to the Grizzly Gentleman using the same promo code for a similar discount. You got a beard? This is good stuff. What is up, Planeswalkers? There 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena and terrible slurred speech. Not because I'm drunk, it's literally because I speak too quickly. Today we're playing Bolas, because Bolas is eternal. I said I will be playing Bolas in Historic every Wednesday until I literally can't. Anyway, we've added a few things from the most recent set of Zendikar Rising, namely 2 Bloodchief's Thirst, 2 Thundering Rebuke, and 2 Shadow's Verdict in the main deck. I don't think I added... No, I didn't add anything new to the sideboard, per se. And then, of course, I'm running 1 of the Clearwater Pathways and 2 of the Riverglide Pathways. So, I'm not going to go over each individual change that I made here, but I will mention that I included 2 more Thoughtseize in the sideboard so that I'm able to fight against any wayward combo decks that might be running around. Bloodchief's Thirst is replacing Innocent Blood because it scales better. Both of them are sorcery speed anyway. Yes, it does mean I can no longer get through Indestructible or Hexproof, but it scales really nicely, and that's what I'd like to see. So in the early game, I can go ahead and yeet something that I would use Innocent Blood to yeet anyway, like a bird. And then later on in the game, I can just use it as a 4-mana destroy target creature or planeswalker. So having that flexible removal, the flexible answers, I think is very important, because even though it's a sorcery speed, the rest of the deck is essentially sorcery speed, so I don't mind having that too much. Because I essentially decided already to lean even further into our sorcery speed shenanigans, I decided to try out Thundering Rebuke here in place of Heartless Act. So Heartless Act has some problems in that as more counter creatures that get counters are added into the game, the greater chance that you're just not going to be able to interact properly. By that I mean kill them. We currently don't have Doomblade, and Doomblade, as I said before, I think Go for the Throat is the best for us, because it gets screwed over by the fewest number of decks. But Thundering Rebuke, once again, provides us a bit of flexibility. It is going to allow us to hit a lot of the larger creatures that we might have to contend with, even later on into the game. But things like Omnath, Aggro Dragon, the 4/4, the good old-fashioned questing beast, it is able to deal with all of those while still allowing us to harm planeswalkers. Now, obviously, it depends on what planeswalkers are being played to determine whether or not we're going to actually be able to destroy them with just this. But even just shutting them down from using one of their minus abilities can be very impactful. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do things at instant speed, but again, I'm kind of just leaning into it. We took out the Murderous Riders in order to make room for an additional search, and I thought for something else, but I don't remember what. Regardless, it was doing a lot of damage to me. You theoretically had the versatility, but I wanted to try out as many new cards as possible. Then, of course, the 2 Shadows Verdict. This is replacing Hour of Devastation. I want to try it out, very similar to Thundering Rebuke. It does exile creatures and planeswalkers with CMC 3 or less. Notably, that hits my own as well. So another reason to get rid of Murderous Rider. So, but this will hit Narset. Okay, sure, that's fine, whatever. But it also just exiles all of that stuff from the graveyard as well. So it really depends on how the meta is going to shake up in a week or so from now to see what our 5-mana board wipe needs to be. Now, obviously, we have Languish as our 4-mana board wipe, but wouldn't it be great if we just had Damnation as our 4-mana board wipe? That would be lovely. Whatever. It does exile, so it gets around indestructibility as well, but whatever. I have removed an island and a mountain to put in 2 of the the blank glide pathways, and this is so that I'm not running any way to fetch those. Theoretically, someone can be blowing up my lands, which would suck because then I can't get anything but swamps. But this allows me to kind of choose what I need most at that moment. And once again, I just want to see how they work. I also cut my Fetid Pools down to 2, and put in a Murkwater Clearwater Pathway. And this mainly is just because there is less red overall. So I did still want to have a little bit more blue just in case I needed it. And I already talked about that, so that is it. I've not played with this updated version, although I'm realizing... I don't know how this is going to interact with the fact that this deck was already like this. Let's change it to Lord Bolas. I don't know if it'll change. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Lord Bolas. There we go. It's a new deck, Arena Tracker. Alright, and Traditional Historic Ranked. God, this is like first foray back into Traditional Historic Ranked. I wonder what this landscape will look like. Why are those not in the box? Where is that box? Is that box? I think that's that box. Green Sailing. Hello. Reaching. This hand is sufficient. My opponent's taking a mulligan. We're going second. We do have a Thought Erasure and some rather low drops, so I will keep this. It's potentially a greed keep, but, you know, whatevs, essentially. Okay. Play this tapped, and hit him with Thoughtseize. These should be in here, shouldn't they? Ah! Uh-oh. Alright, so it looks like this is Gruul. We're gonna go ahead and Thought Erase here. Well, we're gonna... I think we do have to hit the other Kenra. And we'll keep that on top. Because we're guaranteed to hurt it, essentially. Like, they might not have a land here to play the other thing. Cool. So I'm glad I did what I did. The question is, do I want to play Narset here or Mazemind Tome? I'm fairly certain the correct decision is Mazemind Tome. I want to get this down early. I need another black source, and I think I'm going to scry here before I play this, because I want to... be... well, I mean, I already have double blue, but I don't know. Drowned Catacombs. So that's another blue, so I'm going to go and play this as a red source. I want this anyway, so I don't need to play anything. Zertog Goblin, I assume with haste. Yep. And so here I'm actually just going to play Nikki B the Ravager. So 2, 3. So not next turn, but the turn afterward, I will be able to gain 4, which is very important. Alright, so they have the technical ability to do this. They cannot Embercleave here. They can obviously, like, shock my Bolas or something. And I would prefer to kill the Zertog Goblin, I think. Yeah, I think I would prefer to kill the Zertog Goblin. And I assume Bolas is going to die here? Damage Ambush, sure. That is fine. Thought Erasure. Damn. No. I keep the Thought Erasure here because I steal a collected company. Right, we want to drain them of resources, and I'll be able to pop this relatively quickly. So we take this, they play this, I get attacked down to 4, then I Languish, and I go up to 8. I think that's correct. I could be wrong. I do want to draw this. Main phase. I want to use this first. I don't know if it matters, but that actually is fine, and I will just use this to draw. My opponent doesn't know that I'm sorcery speed, but whatever. And then I can use this Spellbooker, sure. So yep, I'm going to go down to 4 here. This is going to hurt. I'm going to play this. If I know I'm going to play this, do I need to do this now? No, I don't think so. No, if I know I'm going to play this, I would rather take a random draw here and set up my next draw. Yes. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true, but that's my thought process. If you have a different thought process on that, please let me know. And I would technically like to get more information, but I don't want to get caught with my pants down. So I'm going to choose this immediately, go back up to 8. Fetid Pools. Fetid Pools is fine. I'm probably just going to cast Scarab God next turn. And begin consuming... Yeah, just begin consuming their cards. War Boss, okay. So that's not great to see. Although... maybe just get rid of their card again. I'm gonna get rid of the card. I don't want this deck having like any sort of value. That I'm honestly glad I got rid of that. 4, okay. Yeah, why would you ever attack with both? Block. Theoretically, I could flip Bolas, but I'm not going to. I could Narset. But I think the correct answer here is just Scarab God. I'm at 6. Yeah, I think the correct answer is just Scarab God, and there's no way I'm going to 4. Okay, this tapped. Power less than or equal to, so if they do... No, I mean, they're 2 mana away from that, so we're in a pretty decent position. We need my opponent, obviously, not to get a Collected Company, and to not get a very good Collected Company. Then I can start... just destroying my opponent with this. See, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm not gonna lie. I am worried. Cool. Carnarium, interesting. I think I'm just going to do... Well, I have, what, 7 mana? I mean, I can make it so that my opponent doesn't have... I can activate Bolas. One of the things I was considering was trying to find main deck life gain. I can attack... Try and flip Bolas. I'm going to do this.
The past, present, and future are bound. Keep an open mind.
I have another cry. I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to risk it. Collected Company? Sure. Just Clothis. Interesting. The unfortunate bit, though, is that Clothis does mean that... Exile target creature card, yeah. I'm gonna see what they target. Yeah. So I'm just going to respond and grab that Bolas. I'm gonna let it die. Or am I gonna let that one die? No, I'm gonna let this one die. So now if they don't have an instant, they lose the card that they just got. Cool. I can't flip this, but I can get this one back. And this way I have a zombie. I don't need this. I do like this. I guess I was on 7. I could have possibly used that. Nikki B. Dragonini. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. But I think I'm just going to Mazemind Tome, honestly. Clothis really shouldn't target a creature. Going to do this. And pass. Yeah. I'm gonna let them make a mistake again. They need to hit like one of my instant sorceries. Or one of their instant sorceries. Yeah, that is correct. The issue is that I'm still not home free. Okay. So here I'm going to grab probably the Gruul Spellbreaker. Yeah, I'm going to grab the Gruul Spellbreaker. Because now it'll be base 4/4 with a counter. I'm going to have +1/+1 counter. I need not a Shockland. So I'm going to respond by doing this. Although I guess I didn't have to. Do 7 damage to target opponent. They're going to be taking 9. Shit. No, they're taking... Okay, they should be dead. Yeah, okay, they're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deals 7 damage to target opponent. Resolve. Keep this on top. Draw. Main phase. Attack. Yep. They take 9. Go down to 6. I play Nikki Big, and I yeet my opponent into the stratosphere. Oof. Very, very close. Lethal. Deal 7 damage to your face. Ooh, okay.
The God-Pharaoh deals death as he pleases.
We're looking at Aether Gusts. We're looking at Erebos Interventions and the God Eternals. Definitely those. Narset is not helpful here. Do I want Thoughtseizes? I mean, I could bring in Necromentias potentially. We're going second here, so I don't love this as much. But having Necromentia on the play, so that I'm able to get rid of their collected companies, is probably good. I do think I get rid of Big Bolus and probably 1 medium bolus. Like, the way we win, I think, is just like Scarab Godding them to death. Intervention. Yeah, I think this is fine for right now, and we might modify it. Just make sure. Yeah, we might modify it if we get to a game 3. Born of the Night Esperfan asks, what would you play if WotC made a no-ban list historic event and you had to play in it? It would be... Well, actually, I'm just going to double-check what the heck the historic ban list is. Scryfall. This is no keep, obviously. I can keep this, although I'm not happy about it. I'll get rid of Shadow's Verdict, I guess. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers. Maybe it's correct to get rid of Languish. the off chance that they have an active Klothys, this just gets rid of things. I think I'm going to get rid of Languish here. Might be incorrect, but let's see. Formats, banned, historic, search with these options. That's actually a super lucky card here, because now we don't have to play this, and this is replacing a Fetid Pools. So now I can Thoughtseize on turn 1 without feeling too bad about it. Of note, I will need to essentially play this next turn, or else these will come in tapped. But I do want to get an early Thoughtseize. Interesting. Grumgully and Klothys. So they're not going to have an active Klothys, but it is, I mean, just delaying them from having this prevents probably 4 damage, which means we're saving fudge, which means that we're saving 2 damage essentially. Oh heck yeah, dude! So this allows us to have this enter tapped, and it lets us kill this. That, I mean, that was a good top deck from them, but we're hitting them with good top decks as well. I suspect we're gonna see Grumgully here, which is worth 3/3. All right. Robber of the Rich. Okay, so they're trying to get stuff from me, although I don't have like anything that you want to play. I guess that is something that they probably want to play. We're gonna. There's a non-0% chance, 2% actually, that it's correct here to cycle Fetid Pools to see if we get a Bloodchief's Thirst. I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna do it. Pog! Oh my god! I took the 2% line, and I was rewarded for it. Oh my bruh. We see a Klothys first? So the issue, obviously, is... do I get a land? Right? I do need to grab a land in order to play either End of the God Eternals or Shadow's Verdict. Here, I'm most likely going to be playing End of the God Eternals. I'm pogged out of my gourd for that play. It never punished either. Just target a creature. I'm actually going to target them because they're more likely to have things that will get exiled once I use Shadow's Verdict. It does mean my 4/4 is likely going to get, you know, gone, but I'm fine with that. I guess I could have Shadow's Verdicted first, but yeah. So they're making mana. So potentially they're going to get a Kenruther back. No, Glorybringer. Glorybringer, shoot. That's, oh yes, kill the 4/4. No, kill the 4/4. Come on, do it. Kill the 4/4, you coward. Don't hit Nikki B. Yes. Okay. Obviously, I don't love that happened, but we... It's on 4, needs to be on 7. I'm just going to Shadow's Verdict now. Just tapped. If I get another land, then I can flip Nikki B and, like, steal this Glorybringer. I have 1 card left in hand. I'm at 12. I'm going to take the attack here, but it could absolutely be wrong. Let's see. So, Agent of Treachery, Burning Tree Emissary, Field of the Dead, Fires of Invention, Oko, Nexus of Fate, Once Upon a Time. Oh gosh, I was gonna say just like Fires of Invention that deck, but I'm absolutely I would have to play Bant, like Reclamation, Fate. Like that's just the best scenario, I think. So my Nicol Bolas is dead here, so not drawing that land does suck. I'm very sad that... Oh. Dang. I'm very sad I wasn't able to get... I mean, the Collected Company would have screwed me there anyway. But that is unfortunate. So we're going to bring in this. I do like the Thoughtseize. Carnarium is actually not great. Am I wrong about that? I am wrong about that. I'm just going to eat the other boluses. Do I want additional Thoughtseizes? I don't think I do. How is the Collected Company worded? Yeah, I mean, like, Grafdigger's Cage theoretically helps against Earthshaker Kenra and Collected Company, but I don't think that's sufficient to bring this in. If it also stopped Klothys from exiling cards, if it was something along the lines of Ground Seal, then I could see myself wanting it. Obviously, Ground Seal's green, so I can't do it. But I could see myself wanting it. But because it only affects those 2 cards that we know of, and I plan on just removing one of those cards, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I need a decent opening hand here. Look, I got pogged out of my gourd for that one play, and I do think that was a sweet play. But even when you make sweet plays, sometimes you just die to an aggressive deck. I'll play first. This hand is pretty decent. Do I have a reason? Yeah, I want to Thoughtseize into Thought Erasure, so I do want to just play this. Theoretically, I would have more information on like the following turn. I can't get rid of the Lenore Elf, so I am just going to get rid of Klothys here. She's very annoying to deal with when she's resolved. And I can follow up by getting rid of Bonecrusher Giant or something that is more annoying. And the reason I'm going for Klothys here instead of Bonecrusher Giant is because Klothys is something that I, for sure, am going to have issues with. Whereas Bonecrusher Giant, even if there's something more important for me to get rid of with Thought Erasure, if they draw something, I can still get rid of this via something like Shadow's Verdict. So that's why I did that specific thing. I cannot play Sulfur Falls. Go over there. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of Bonecrusher Giants. We're gonna keep Nikki B. Do I want to Thought Erasure again? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's fine. Thundering Rebuke, honestly, yeah, that's fine. Thundering Rebuke notably gets rid of the hasty dragon that I wanted to get rid of anyway. Did they draw anything good? They drew Cindervines. Cindervines is annoying, but not something that I'm too concerned with necessarily. We're gonna play a Nikki B. Do I have anything that Cindervines can actually destroy? No. Oh, search for Azcanta and Mazemind Tome, but I doubt they're going to use it on that. It mostly just, like, hurts me over time for playing my, my cards. I would have liked to see the Scarab God. Yeah, having Scarab God come out soon would be very nice. Collected Company here would suck. Don't have company, cool. Yeah, I would unfortunately be playing Nexus because it's probably the strongest deck, despite the fact that I prefer something along these lines. Trigger Kenra, you can bite me. I can and probably will block that. Yeah, I mean they can play it again next turn, but that's if I don't Shadow's Verdict. Show me the Shadow's Verdict. So this is also fine. Do I want to attack? I'm not gonna be able to block this anyway. But I guess if they don't top deck a land and instead they top deck a Gruul Smashy Smash Woman, then I'll want to have a blocker. This is gonna hit me for 1, sure. I really need one more land, dude. We're rocking 45.8% chance to grab a land, and I am looking for 1 for sure. That's decent. I guess I'm going to attack and then play this other Nicol Bolas. Hope, once again, that they don't have a collected company. Okay, getting rid of Embercleave is nice to see. I would like one land, dude. Gruul Spellbreaker, alright. This is probably going to be... Yep. Okay. I can still clothe this. I'm going to play Scarab God here. I got plenty of blue. We're going to just go for red just in case. Going to play Scarab God. No attacks, obviously. Scarab God is my route to winning. Okay, so they can do that. That's fine. My Nikki B can't block, but my Scarab God can. And my Scarab God is a 5/5. So they can get through for 4 damage here. Yep, that's fine. I kill the Spellbreaker, I think. Oh yeah. Mazemind Tome can bite my ass. I did mess that up a lot, actually. This is actually a huge misplay on my part. Huge. Utterly huge. I should have put a stop on my upkeep, but for what it's worth, I expected my opponent to attack. So I would have had a little bit more time to realize that I need to do this. But the reason you want to put a stop on this is because Clothes is a beginning of pre-combat main phase ability. So I would have been able to actually just immediately get some of the value there. And in fact, I would have been able to exile this mountain and play my Mazemind Tome at the same time. So definitely a huge misplay on my part. Definitely, if you're playing the Scarab God, make sure you, even if you don't necessarily plan on using their ability on upkeep, you want to have that stop because you might want to use that ability. Here. I'm just gonna pass the turn. Fantastic. Yeah, and at this point, my opponent should have lost. Gonna grab Clothis. Thank you. And this is still indestructible, so Cindervines is not gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this as well. Because now I can kind of just win via the passive ability of Scarab God. Take that. Which means I'm able to gain life from Clothis instead of needing to use it for mana to play the tome. We're going to gain life. Going to play Mazemind Tome. To stop on upkeep. Yep, I will take 1 damage. That's fine. I'm still not going to attack. But this should be a win. My opponent could still clutch something using Collected Company, though. And we've not seen any of them. No, but I mean, they're flooding. Which is very unfortunate for my opponent. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so my win rate is a little wonky. That was 1 game. And unfortunately, I have a lot of other stuff to do. So it is going to be a 1-match video. Cool. Thank you. Stats and tools. I think it's this. Yeah, it didn't change like the name or anything, so. Yeah, when were these? August 25th? August 31st? Yeah, this is the first one. 2-1. So yeah, this is the first thing that we could really talk about there. So, I mean, so far the deck's doing alright. We were able to beat a relatively tough matchup, you know, freaking green-red hitting things. Open up some packs. We weren't able to get a super great assessment of our modifications. I will say Thundering Rebuke. Bloodchief's Thirst, I think is going to be a great card actually in this build. Thundering Rebuke seemed like there were situations in which I think it would have been fine. I don't think I used it very often, but still. Shadow's Verdict, still don't know exactly. Shout out to Scarab God for being MVP against more aggressive decks, though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwind, for continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find the links to that in the description below. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, not only on this video, but not only on this video, but on this channel in general. Also subscribe to my second channel, Sticks and Stuff. Stone Shard is coming out with a new update very soon, and Stone Shard Season 3 is going to start going up on the second channel, and I am super excited, cannot wait. Also, if you want to see Among Us gameplay with your boy and some other Magic the Gathering people, people like Sam Black, Merchant will be on at some point, Emma Handy, all of these people. That is also on the second channel. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, all will be one. Just one, not two, not three, not 0, 1. I don't know what I'm talking about.